Hi! Welcome to TLC, the recap.
Yes, this is week 4 of level 2, Balboa.
Session B, 2016, 17.
17?
Year changed thing.
Daylight
Tonight
savings time.
we did Balboa, but like new moves.
Yes,
So the new
we did lollies. So the footwork for lollies.
we have a tap, step, a brush, a tap, step, a brush, a tap, step, a brush. We can take these around our partner. We can go tap, a brush, tap, brush, tap, a brush. On these, when I'm rotating, I'm going tap, step forward, brush, step forward, tap, step forward, brush, step forward. So I'm slowly circuiting my partner.
And while this is going on, it's really easy for us to get our feet out either in front or behind us and lose our balance. So we're really thinking about keeping our knees together as much as possible and keeping ourselves balanced on this very small area.
Yeah. These are not show routines. We want to make sure that our brushes, our kicks are not very high at all. We're not keeping it close to the floor.
Okay?
So with that in mind, we then got out of that into our basic Balboa pattern. And that looks like this. So we did tap, step, brush, tap, step, brush. Then we did tap, step, away, step, 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 hold, step, step, gather, step.
So we want to break apart on count 7, our mental count 7, whatever that might actually be. 7, and then step 8.
Release the left hand so that your partner can rotate past you, leaders. And then we're going to do our basic come around footwork.
Step. Okay. So basically by count 3, we're joined back up together, and we are sort of balanced on whatever foot we're on at that point.
Not your partner, your own foot.
Yes.
So once we've, one more time, we have 7, 8, step, step, step. We want to make sure to capture our partner's back as it comes by and not wait till the last second. So we have catch and around.
And follows, we are thinking really hard about, like, the best way to make this easy for our leads to catch us is when we are rotating on that 7, we're really rotating into our own arms. So when we step outwards, we have a natural momentum already in that direction. So we're going to try to either rotate in place or rotate in that direction. So 7, 8, 1, 2, 3.
And leaders, I'm going to catch and then hang on for dear life. Because the rotation that I start and the rotation that Sean Curry has will bring us together as we wind up into each other. So,
Yeah.
that's it for this.
When we get into that 3, that is exactly the same 3 as we did on our come-arounds last week.
Yep, so after that 1, 2, 3, we rotate, and then we have our step, step, gather, step from last week. Finally, we did some getting into it. To get into it, we're going to do our come around, but from our close Balboa hold.
Right. So in the past, we've done come around from in or out and ins.
So this time we're going to do 1, 2, around, and step, step, brush. So we're taking that 1, 2, around step that we used to get out of it, and instead we're going to go step, step, through, and then that starts with our tap, step, brush, step, tap, step, brush, step. So all of that together, let's see if we can do this. We have a basic our come around to our lolly kicks, around, step, step, brush. We have our lolly kicks, and then when we get out of it, we go and 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Indeed. For follows, when we are getting into our lollies, we know that we are taking that step back and brushing rather than continuing to go, because we feel, rather than staying close in our regular bow hold, we feel a little bit of allowance to move backwards. And as in Lindy, when the hand on our back moves backwards, we move backwards to fill in that space.
And leads really focus on, rather than kind of keeping your partner with you as we rotate, in that case we're going to start to go through, so we're making room to go through with our partner.
And I guess one other thing that works for both leads and follows is really try to keep a good frame when you're going around in those lolly kicks.
Yep. So that was it. We'll work on these again next week because we ran out of time before getting into it in the beginning there. So we will do these again.
Sweet, with possibly some more things.
Oh yeah. So see you then.
See you then.